Hi guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video. So in today's video, we're going to be making a little mini pond right by here. And so basically we need to just take out this old rubbish thing and make a brand new mini pond slash aquarium. You'll see. Alright, so yes, it's time to make a new mini pond here. As you can see, this is the old mini pond we had, and this was from last year. I had this set up quite a while last year, but you know, it's just time for something new because it doesn't look that great anymore. And yeah, those are my chickens, by the way, but we're not there for them. Anyway, the thing we're going to be using is actually this aquarium. So I'm going to be making like a aquarium pond, but it's like a pond but an aquarium. It's kind of weird. I don't know if it's been done before, but yeah. This is my three-legged dog, by the way, which just interrupted the video, but doesn't matter. So yeah, we're gonna just first start cleaning this, of course, because it was kind of scratched up and stuff. And this was from my racking system, and I swapped it out. That was the bottom tank. I swapped it out for a fry system, actually, and I've got a video on that. Go watch that if you want. But yeah, we just started with getting everything, clearing everything out and stuff. And so, like I said, this is gonna be like a mini pond slash aquarium. So I'm just gonna have the aquarium, but also like in a style of a pond, and with plants and stuff. It's gonna look really good, I think, but just we'll be able to like view into it, which gives another element. Anyway, so we've just cleared all the stuff here, and the chickens are eating all the bits and parts, and because they like that. But it's looking pretty alright, and I just mixed up the soil a little bit so we can easily maneuver it and stuff. I don't know. So then I flattened it all out, like as you can see I'm doing here, and I got this big plank which already was part of the racking system, so I thought, why not just use that? It's really strong. I don't know what material it is, but it's super strong, and heavy. It's really heavy. So yeah, I just flattened the soil out and then made it nice and even, and I tried to get it as even as possible, but as you can see, yeah, I kind of did it the best job I could do, at least. And yeah, that was looking pretty good. So yeah, then it was time to actually move the tank, and I was doing this by myself, so it was kind of a challenge, but I kind of got there in the end. So what I just did, I had these two rolly thingies, I don't know what they're called. I just put those under the tank, one on each end, really slowly, and then yeah, put the other one under, and just wheelie it down the garden, really, because this was the top of the garden, and I needed to go down to the bottom of the garden where the decking is, and that's where we've got like some water at the back and stuff. So I think it'll be also a nice location for a mini pond to look at in the summer and stuff. So yeah, in the end I got it there, and it did work out basically. So I just straightened it up and stuff, and yeah, that was looking pretty good. So there, we've got it. It worked out in the end, which is pretty nice. And yeah, I don't know what we're doing, so I'm just showing this tank. This is boring. Let's we need to get on. But also there was like a crack in the glass, you can maybe see on screen now, and we just siliconed that, so it was leaking, but we siliconed it and it was fine then. Anyway, later that evening when my dad got home, he had a little look. He liked it, but he said, why don't we just move it slightly to the front, because that might maybe look a bit better. So yeah, we ripped everything apart again, and we started again, and this time he did all the work because I've already done it. So I said, you can do it. But well, I guess I've flattened a bit, but we just got it more to the front, because then it'll be more aligned, with the wood, and I think it just looked a bit better. And to be honest, it did in the end, and you'll see here now in a bit. But yeah, we just got it nice and straight, and it was just a challenge because our garden is like slanting. It was quite difficult to get it straight because then it looked weird or something, whatever. But yeah, you can see we got there in the end, and that was pretty good. That was basically done for day 1, and so yeah, we'll move on to day 2. Alright, so this is technically day 2, but also like a week later, something like that. You know, it's day 2 of the project, but it's like a week later because I didn't have time at school and stuff. Anyway, I'm just here. Well, you can see there's a few changes. I got this, what do you call it, like a, well, that was part of the mini pond last year. This is just the electrics, you know, I got the electrics all right and stuff. But yeah, I got that pond set up there for above there, and you're going to see my system now. So I'll have one pump, and that's that pump there, goes to that mini pond, then back into that tank, and then the filter will push it over to the other tank, and that's basically my system, and hopefully it works. We'll see now in a bit. But it was time, you know, to add the gravel and stuff. So yeah, we're just adding some gravel. This was some gravel left over from my racking system. I took the gravel out of there, and I thought it would be pretty good for this. So yeah, I just put it in there because the color is quite natural, and I think it looked pretty good for the style we're going for. Well, it's just a couple of rocks and stuff, and it'll look alright, you know, there's nothing professional or whatever. Then I also found this old tree branch, and I just put it there, but it did move in the end, but I did use it, which is nice. But I just grabbed these like river pebbles, and I had them in the front garden. They were just laying around, so I just grabbed a few of those, and you know, they look pretty good. Just put them, basically I just dumped them in a pile. But to be honest, it just looks really good, and you know, why not? Like later we'll add some plants, and it'll just look really good, if you ask me. So here you can just see how it turned out. Turned out pretty alright, and like I said, it's just a pile of rocks, but it looks good. So then it was time, I think, to fill the tank up. I think that's what I'm doing here right now. Oh, I'm just showing you the electrics. Yeah, that's not too interesting. So anyway, we're gonna fill the tank up, and this was a simple process, of course. I just got the garden hose out. It looks like it's filling up quite slow, but that's because I had to, you know, turn on the pump, and it filled up the other thing and then the other tank, and because these are like 2 separate tanks, you see, so that's the reason, you know, it's like separate. It would have maybe been better if they were combined, then it would be easier. But you know, I just filled it up like this, and in the end it worked pretty alright. And yeah, that's basically filling up the tank. Now on to day 3. Alright, day 3. So this is another new day. It's probably like, I don't know, maybe it was like 2 or 3 days later because we didn't have too nice weather and stuff. But yeah, we're back, and so as you can see, clear water running really well. So the pump is running, and yeah, it was going pretty well. I also added a little air pump. I don't know if you noticed that, but yeah, we got some bubbles there running as well, which looks pretty good. And I was having a bit of issues with trying to have it like at the same height, and you know, controlling that pump to pump the same amount over. It's quite difficult and stuff, but yeah, in the end I kind of got it sorted. But maybe I want to make like an overflow system, which might work better. But anyway, it was time to just you know, also scape the other side, because I didn't forget, but I was just too excited just to fill it up. So yeah, I didn't do that side when you know, when there wasn't any water, but that got done and looked pretty alright. Anyway, onto the plants. So yeah, I got a bunch of plants from the garden center, and I think, yeah, I'll show you here what plant this is. This is Lysimachia numeralaria. I don't know what it's called. Honestly, this is Myriophyllum red stem, which is, I don't know. Yeah, it's just a plant, and it looked pretty cool. Then this is Liliopsis brasiliensis. I know this plant because I use it in aquariums, but I didn't know you could use it in ponds as well. But anyway, and then this Acurus calumus or something like that. I'm really terrible at pronouncing these names, but I just went off by how they looked, and they looked pretty cool. Then this is some Salvinia natans, which is some floating plants. I thought they look pretty cool as well. And then finally we got another floating plant, and this is like called giant water lettuce or something like that. and yeah, it's like a giant thing, but it floats and it's also pretty cool. So yeah, why not? And then I just got a little plant basket to put all the plants in, and the plants will be going in the mini pond up top here. That's going to be like the filtration type of section. So my idea was, well, here you could just see I just placed them in just to see how it would look. But yeah, I had to, of course, take everything out. So I'll show you now how I did that. What I did, I got some filter floss, put that in to stop like the soil leaching out. And then I put all the plants in and, you know, put it all firmly, and it was pretty good. And then I just got some pond gravel, put that around just to make it look kind of tidy and neat. And just, yeah, it's nice. And I did it with the other plant as well, which was already in a basket when I bought it. So that looked pretty good. And to be honest, yeah, I think this is the easiest way just to have some plants, and it won't affect with like soil and leaching out and a mess and whatever. So it's just time now to put them in, and I've just put them on these 2 bricks, or 1 brick, 2, I don't know, just to have them like at the water height level, like the top, you know, they wouldn't be submerged, because I think they would just do better like this. And then it was time finally to add the floating plants in. So first we did the giant water lettuce, and this thing is huge. Like you can maybe see, like with my hand, this thing is massive. And hopefully we get some small little plants from this as well, which look pretty cool. And then we just went with the Salvinianatans. Is that what that's what it's called? I'm pretty sure. And this is a bit smaller, which it's a bit more manageable, but it grows super fast. But that's just good for the water quality and stuff. And yeah, it looked pretty nice. So this is the overall setup for now. As you can see, I also added the dead branch at the back, which I'll probably zoom in on in a minute. I think I covered that with a bit of ivy to grow there, and I put like the roots in the water to see if that would grow. So yeah, that'll be interesting to see. But I think it looks, overall, I'm pretty happy with it. And now I'm just gonna let it cycle in a little bit, and then after that we can go add some fish. So yeah, I'll see you guys once it's nice and cycled and we can add some fish. Alright guys, so it's been quite a while actually now, and so as you can see, everything's doing really well. We've got the fish as well, so that's what we'll be doing now in a bit. But I'm just going to show you a little bit of the tank. I've got to say, I did do just a water change just now, just to clear the water a bit, because it was kind of covered in algae. So I cleared the algae off a little bit and just made it a bit more presentable, you know, did a little water change. But overall it's doing really well, so I'm quite happy with it. It probably will get more clear as we go on with time, you know. But yeah, we're going to start with the fish. So these fish, these are just some fancy goldfish. I got 4 of them, tiny little things they are. So yeah, we're starting off just with those, and they should look pretty good in this tank. And so that's just going to be for the left tank. And but like I said, it's doing really well. The water, like it's like clear water, but then there's a bit of algae kind of in it and stuff. But the algae, it just needs to balance itself out, you know, and that just needs some time. So it might not look the best at the moment, but it's fine, you know. But yeah, so I picked up these fish. Then we got some 5 just common orange goldfish, you know, just your standards. I just picked these up from the shop, and funny story, those ones you just saw just now, the bag of it started leaking. So I was on the way home and the bag started leaking, so I had to get home quickly, otherwise they would have been dead. But you know, they made it alive, so we just put those in there. And they had some quite good selection at the shop actually. So here we've got some shabunkins and some yellow ones, like also just common goldfish. I thought they looked pretty cool, so you know, why not? And they should be pretty alright in here. So then we've got 10 fish in the right compartment and 4 in the left compartment. And so I think that's alright for now. Maybe I'll get some baby goldfish from my front pond and put them in there. But I also added in some bristlenose plecos. So I think I got 6, but you can only see 5 here. I think 1 jumped in already. But yeah, we just got 6 of those, 3 in each, and they should be fine in there. So here you can just see a little close up. Those are the fancy goldfish. I really like them. They look really good. And you know, everything's just doing really well. This is like still the day, like this is the day before you'll see the video. So by the time you see the video, that would have been the day before, if you get what I mean. So, you know, these are doing all right, and they were hiding in the back, but that's totally fine. You know, they just need to get used to the tank and the water and stuff. And of course, I would have liked to like shown you like a 1-week update or 2-week update, but I just didn't have the time. You know, I need to get this video out for you guys, and of course I could leave it till next week, but I thought I'll just finish the video, you know. We're basically finished. It just needs time to grow in and be beautiful and stuff. But I'll give updates on it as we go on, of course, you know, during other videos or whatever, or with photos. So, you know, check those out. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. And then I'll see you guys next time.